Hey guys, it's Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive for Mystery Card Making Night. It is March 21st, and we are officially ready. I was still prepping my little bits and parts for my ad hoc card that I do along with you guys. And I just finished them. Woohoo! So, all right. Hey guys, it's Christine. Yay, I'm live. Hi, Melanie Foy. Hi, Carla Lake. Hi, Betty Pyle. So, we're going to let people rock and roll right in, and then we'll get ready and go over clue number 1. Just a reminder that tonight is supposed to be your fun night. Hi, Cindy Runtree. Funn is what Mary Gunn would say. Let's just I have that little exclamation mark. I don't like that. I get a yellow exclamation mark and that scares me. Hi, Vicki Fritz. Hi, Latokia. Hi, Christina. Hi, Penny Powell. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. And Christina Brome. Jean Terwilliger. Deb Norman. Hi, Feline. Hi, Mary Jo. Hi, Ann Ballinger and Lynn Beasley. And Sharon Land. Wow, you guys are all rocking and rolling in. Hi, Laura Wood. Hi, Luann Johnson. Hi, Wendy Westmoreland. Hi, Kathy Beck and Karen Goddard, woohoo, from Australia. Hi, Sue Volts and Jennifer Jones. You guys, wow, my goodness. Hi, Chris Dudarenki. And there's Kathy Beck. Hi, Elaine and Robin and Donna. Wow, you guys. Hi, Tammy Steckling and Kathy and Deanne and Janice, Lisa, woohoo. And there's Terry Costin. Okay, you guys. So this card may or may not trick you. It's actually pretty easy. Hi, Megan and Madge. It's actually pretty easy. We don't have a lot of stamping on this one. Hi, Jessica and Cam, K-A-M. I thought it said Kim, but it says Cam. Okay, very cool. Hi, Susan and Ellen Brover. Ellen, I just saw your post that your swap cards were supposed to arrive today. So I will definitely be watching for them tomorrow because they weren't there today. I've been patiently waiting for my paper pumpkins too. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Barb Johnson. Hi, Mitzi. I'm expecting about 7 paper pumpkins to arrive all at once. And I have 4 of them that need to go right back out as soon as they come in. So, hi, Karen Wetstein. So this card, you guys, we went through, we like to go shopping for ideas. There's another, hi, Wendy. Hi, Julie Bierschbach. So what we like to do, Kelly and I, is we'll go through and shop our cards or shop the cards that are in here and find a really cool layout that we like that maybe we haven't done. And so we found this layout and we thought it was super cool because it really got to showcase designer series paper. And so we've never done a card for Mystery Night that I can recall where it was 2 different pieces of designer paper. So we hope that doesn't confuse people. Hi, Christy Warren and Susan and Judy Bobo. Woohoo! Yeah, so Deb, you haven't gotten your paper pumpkin either. So I don't feel so sad then. Hi, Dolores. All right, so just a reminder, how many of you are new or how many of you are existing Mystery Card Night? So lots of likes and thumbs ups if you've done this before. No, how should I do this? I should break it out. If you're new to this, give me the thumbs up. And if you've done Mystery Card, give me hearts, you guys. Hi, Mary Gunn. I'd like to see how many people are kind of new. Hi, Becky Scott. Hi, Julie Peterson. So I like to tell people that especially, hi, Kathy Groves, that are new, that this might be their very first time doing Mystery Card Night with me, which is hard to believe, but it does happen, you guys. We get newbies. Look at all the hearts. Look at the thumbs ups. Awesome. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Joan. There's Arlene. Okay, so we have a lot of seasoned Mystery Card Nighters, and we have some newbies. So I look and I rely, hi, Kathy King. I rely on those that have done this to help because Kelly doesn't always watch along with me anymore like she used to in the beginning. So if hi, Jamie. Hi, Teresa. If somebody has a question, do not hesitate to ask. I will try to answer it when I see the comments come up, or there's a lot of seasoned Mystery Card Nighters and they love to help answer questions too. So don't ever feel like you don't know what's going on. Don't hesitate to ask. The main thing that you guys, this is your night to have fun, Funn. And Lynn didn't get her paper pumpkin either. Okay, so they're still in the works, I think. And Penny, you said you've had yours since the 19th. And you know, Tracy Groovy said that she got hers already too. So, okay. So this is for you guys to have fun. This is a free event. You should never have to send any money for this event. Sometimes spammers will show up in our comments and they will try to get you to do clickbait. So you guys, if that happens, I try to delete them right away, but just don't ever click on them in case that should happen. Oh, Kathy, you got yours. That's awesome. No paper pumpkin for Melanie Foy either. Okay. So this class is intended for you guys to use things that you have. If you look around my room, you can tell that I have a lot of things and I don't ever get to using everything all the time. So what we look at Mystery Night is we hope it gives you the opportunity to pull out that stamp set, pull out some cardstock, pull out some designer paper or embellishments or ribbon, something that you haven't used before versus going out and buying more stuff. We all love to buy stuff, right? I think we're all a little bit of collectors at heart. So it's always fun to buy new, kind of like getting new clothes. But this Mystery Night is for you guys to try to pull out what you have and be creative with the products that you already have. So I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love Stampin' Up! I've been using it for over 20 years, but that doesn't mean that you have to use Stampin' Up! Products. I get asked this a lot, so I try to address it right away. Use what you guys have. I have no conditions on what you guys use for your products, for your cards, and I want you to share them and post them in the comments, which I'll talk about later tonight, but I want you to share what you've made. What's super cool about this is we all start out with the same kind of recipe, per se. Measurements. I should say measurements. We all start with the same measurements for our papers, but everybody uses different colors and different stamps and different paper. It's so cool. So we all end up with different looking cards. Hi, Zaina. Hi, Sandy Zidoon. Okay, yes. Karen said she loves using stuff from her stash, and that is a major incentive for this class. So you guys have fun. Don't click on any spam baits. Oh no, missed the start. We're just starting actually, Zaina. I haven't even gone through clue 1 yet. Oh, there's Sherry from Livonia, Michigan. I just met Sherry. So I just met Becky Gandolfo. I didn't meet her. I met her over the phone, I should say. And she's from Livonia, Michigan as well. I wonder if you guys, gals, know each other. So I don't know how small Livonia is, but we had a nice conversation on Friday. Okay, so back to Mystery Card Night. Let's see here. Oh, a reminder that once you finish your card, you guys should be able to go to the event on my Facebook page and upload your card. I did schedule the post to go live at 7. So it should be up as soon as I'm done at 7, which would be awesome. For some reason, it would not let me add the graphic that is the pretty graphic that says share your post. I have no idea why, but it wasn't there. And so just know that the post will go live at 7, but there won't be a picture with it. Okay, don't stress. I did see there's a bunch of new gals, or guys. I did see there's new peeps on here. Don't stress. There is no right or wrong way to make your card. At the end of this class, I want you guys just to be happy with your card. And if you're not happy with it, make another one. And still send that one to somebody who doesn't care, right? So that's the thing. Hi, Paula Rice from Indiana. So, yes, Sandy, it's nice to be on with you guys. It feels like forever. And you know what? I finally feel like I'm pretty much back to myself. I feel like I can breathe without having to blow my nose all the time. I can talk without coughing. And I don't know, I got that sinus head thing and it's pretty much gone. So woohoo! So, okay, on that note, can you guys tell I have a little bit more energy than I had last week? Woo, okay. So Christine Domino is from Plymouth, Michigan, but lived in Livonia for 13 years. Awesome. So there's 3. That's awesome. So Livonia, I never heard of Livonia until last week. So, Cindy Runtree, if this is your first time, you will love it. I've only done Mystery Night a couple of times and it's a blast. And that's what it's supposed to be, you guys. It's supposed to be a blast. This is supposed to, like, when you finish with your card tonight, I just want you to look at it and be like, oh, wow, I never expected it to look like that. And it to be a surprise and like a fun, exciting surprise. Hi, Kay. And I also have a bunch of gals that will prep for a couple cards and they'll end up making 2 or 3 from this. So it really helps to promote your card making. Okay, you guys? All right. So I think I bought enough time for those people to get on. Hi, Sue Somerville, to get online with us. And if they come in late, or you guys need to catch this again, just know that the replay will always be housed in my Cards by Christine Facebook page for as long as Facebook is alive. And also I upload this to YouTube and it'll be up on YouTube tomorrow. So Karen's never disappointed. I love it. Awesome. And Sherry has a sinus headache, but she's listening. Yep, don't overdo it. Hi, Susan Reed. Okay, so you guys, for the first time, I've actually, in my pieces, I've pulled in some of the actual designer paper that I'm going to be using, because I did have some people concerned about, well, what do you mean by the designer series paper? So I actually pulled in my 2 pieces of paper that I chose in terms of my prominent and my accent piece, so that you can get an idea of what I mean by that. Okay, so 121 people watching. Woohoo! You guys, we're rocking the house tonight. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip down the camera and we're gonna start with clue 1 and make sure everybody that's live with me right now is on the same page with what pieces of paper we need, okay? All right, Siri popped up with the sinus info. I love it, Judy. Okay, so Feline has a advice here. She said that she always watches first and then she makes her cards later, which is always a good way to do it as well too. If you like to fly by the seat of your pants, then let's get going. All right, you guys. So without further ado, we're going to go over clue number 1 as a group right now. And you guys are going to see all my pretty purple pieces. Woohoo! Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing. Oh, that is another reminder. You guys, thank you so much for sharing. Melanie, I just saw your post that you shared it. You guys, this is the perfect video. Hi, Corey from Colorado. This is the perfect video to share with those friends and family that you know that like to stamp or maybe don't know what stamping's about. Hi, Donna, joining late. It's an awesome card making class that almost everybody can play along with if they have supplies at home. So thanks for sharing, everybody. All right, so you guys, we have here clue number 1. Okay, this is pretty much what got posted out on the website, which is cardsbychrisby.com. And also on the event with Facebook is in the event section, Cards by Christine. Clue number 1. Okay, and I have my pieces all over the place here, and there's a lot of purple-liciousness going on. Okay, all right, so when we have, for those that are new, we do have some lingo that we use. T equals tall, and W equals wide. W is white and V is vanilla. So it's kind of referenced on this first page only. Oh, Deb, that's the DSP that you're using. Awesome. I did give some hints to you guys last week that I was using New Horizon paper. Okay, so, and I always have in here in parentheses how many pieces. So we put here 3 pieces. And there's 2 of them, you guys. I don't mean to confuse people, but it was 3 3/4 by 5, 3 3/4 by 5, and 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. So what does that look like? So you should have white or vanilla, depending on if you have cool colors. I like to use white. If I have more warm undertones, I go with the vanilla. So these are 2 pieces that are 5 by 3 3/4. So 5 by 3 3/4, dos, 2 of them. Okay. So that's the first section here, plus this little guy is 1 1/2 by 2. You guys, this is an optional piece, and I will talk about that when we get to that point. You may or you may not need it, okay? It is for a sentiment or a label, depending if you need one. Oh, Judy, you used something else instead. That's perfectly fine. You guys, remember, there's no right or wrong. So this was it for white and vanilla. So a coordinating cardstock, and we have 2 different colors that kind of complement each other. You guys, I pull in scraps sometimes, so don't ever like pay attention to the color of mine. I never want to influence you in any way. So and this is just copy paper, you guys, and I write on it and it ends up getting thrown away. Just use it to help you kind of visualize what we have going on. So coordinating cardstock, 11 inches, which is the long length of a paper, by 4 1/4, right? So it is your hot dog style of a card, scored at 5 1/2 on the 11-inch side. So it's really hard to see it, but I do have an insy-tinsy, score line right in the middle. So that can be any color, you guys. The tips that people have that have done this in the past, say they generally start by picking their designer paper first and then pulling in the coordinating colors. So that is the coordinating cardstock 1, okay? So we have another color of a cardstock. Like in this case, it could have been navy. It could have been like a pink color. You can kind of see I'm giving you a hint of my designer paper here. But you have 2 pieces, and it's 3 1/4 by, so 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and a second piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. So these are the 2 same sizes. Hi, Mary Lemke. 2 of the coordinating cardstock 2 colors, okay? And all at the end of the day, you guys, if you want these to be different colors and this to be a third color, this is just a guideline to tell you that we've got some pretty cardstock that's going to match your designer series paper. Okay, then we talk about a pattern paper, you guys. I refer to this a lot as designer series paper because that's the lingo Stampin' Up! Uses. But we have here hi Susie Snow. We have pattern paper 1 and pattern paper 2, a more prominent design and something that's an accent. All right, so we have 1 piece here, 2 pieces here. So what do I mean by a more prominent design? Okay. And yeah, so Karen said she chooses her theme and then she chooses her papers and sentiments. That's a perfect way to do it. Okay, so you guys, this is a prominent design to me. This is a backdrop of a Alaskan town, and somebody's out there on a boat fishing and they are trying to stay warm and not shiver too much. Okay, that's what I think of when I see this. Okay, so this is a more prominent design. It's like a little village with hills and mountains in the background and a pretty sunset in the back. Okay, this is 3 by, so 3 inches. Oh, I got it right here. 3 inches by 4 1/2. Okay, so this was my prominent design, and it really is, you guys. This is what my card uses, and you guys will see my card officially on Thursday night after we're done with the Facebook Live class, or at the end of the class. All right, so that's my prominent design. Now my accent design. My accent design is this piece, which is also from the New Horizons. I ripped it off so I could show it to you. So it's kind of like crinkly. So this was my accent piece. So it pulls out the purples. Hi, Shirley English. It pulls out the purples from this piece, but there's no real pattern to it. So I look at it as an accent piece. This piece is 2 inches by 5 1/2. And there's a second piece that actually, it is the same pattern, and it's a 1/2 inch by 5. And you can see my makeshift piece is because I've already glued mine on the inside of my real card. And I didn't want to go upstairs and get another piece of this because I house this upstairs. So these, in essence, are the same pattern to me for designer paper. They might look slightly different because of how it is printed on the paper. But hi, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. You have 2 pieces of coordinating pattern paper. One is 2 by 5 1/2, and one is a 1/2 by 5. Okay, so that's our designer paper accent pieces. Now, that seems to be all the paper. We do need some stamps, and so we have on here a sentiment not to exceed 2 by 1 1/2. So that's where it's going to be kind of an optional thing, and we'll get to that point. And the sentiment, there should be one that is about this size for the outside, but we're also going to talk about potentially stamping right on our designer paper, okay? Which some of you might have the ability to do that. Hi, Pamela Leahy. Some of you might have the ability to do that, like I can, but you might have a very prominent design that is too dark, that you can't stamp on it. That's where this white piece is going to come in. You're also going to need some coordinating sentiments and imagery for on the inside of your card. You need some coordinating inks, ribbons, linen thread, embellishments, adhesives of choice, scissors. Like, you need stuff to put the card together and to be able to cut and potentially add ribbon or embellishments. So that's everything in a nutshell before we go ahead and start like following the clues. So what I'm looking for from you guys are those thumbs ups or the hearts. Let me know that you are good to go. GTG, ready to go, good to go. RTG, you're ready to move on to that clue right there. Kim Newman says, Kathy Groves, take cover. All right. Thanks for sharing, Kathy Jackson. I appreciate it. Okay, look at that, you guys. All of it, I see it all coming in. So you guys, I think we're ready. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Clue number 2, you guys. How'd you like my little bit of karaoke action there for you? All right. Clue number 2. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here, you guys. It is probably the easiest clue of the night. All right, our clue number 2, fold your card base, which is your hot dog. It's called a hot dog when it's like this. Fold that in half on the score line, okay? So, boom, da-da-da. It's so easy. Anybody can do it. Just fold your paper in half. Grab your bone folder and burnish your edge so it's nice and crisp. Sean is cracking up and singing with you. I love it. I think we're alone now. Oh, yes. Okay, you guys, how easy was that? Can we handle clue number 2? I think so. So as soon as you guys are done with this clue, oh, don't quit your day job. Oh, wait, I did. Yes, Penny. At least I'm not getting paid to sing, right? So as you guys are done with folding your piece of paper in half, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Give me the green light, the heart, the love, anything. Let me know you're ready to go on. And I think that was a pretty easy one. Don't you love it when you have an easy clue like that? Just wait, though. They're going to get harder. All right. We're going to move on to clue number 3. Okay. Flipper still skin the paper and flip down. All right. So, all right, we're going to start by working on the front of our card. So, you guys, there's 2 mats here. They're both white or vanilla, whatever you end up with. But, and you guys, I'm not technically going to like glue stuff. I'm just going to kind of guide you by showing you. So adhere one of the 5" by 3 3/4 mats to your card front, okay? So all you're gonna do is adhere this to your card front. Hi, Dawn Reader. Hi, Carolyn De Leo. I think that's maybe how you say it. I saw your name just pop up. Okay, so centered, you guys. We went with this size because we didn't want to confuse the sizes with having 2 pieces. So just work with us. We know we could have probably used a little bit less paper, but just work with us. It's okay. It's only paper. Naughty Nancy would say it's just paper. Okay. So adhere one of the 5 by 3 3/4 white or vanilla mats to the card front. And then what you're going to do is adhere the 2" by 5.5. So 2 inches wide by 5.5 tall. Your pattern paper, the accent design to the card base. Okay, and it says here about 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch from the left edge. So this is where you guys have a little wiggle room. So you're going to glue your white piece on, and then this piece gets glued on here. So, and just remember, this is not my official card base, you guys. This is my scrap. So don't pay attention to my color theme at all, okay? It doesn't look good. I mean, the purples look nice, but it's not really what I'm going to use. So, and this is where I talked about, yes, we are covering up. So if anybody who's frugal out there wants to do a little paper conservation, you could cut off some of this on the left because in essence, it does get covered up. Our ultimate goal is we want this white, you're going to see this white border come out the edge here. So, okay, so what we've got with clue number 3, I'm sorry, I'm covering it up. We were just adhering one of the mats to our card front, and then we're adhering our accented designer series paper. Hi, Karen Cotton and Mary Drummond. We're adhering our designer series paper to our front here. So now that one's done. And it's now on our card base, right? So it's already. Melanie, should my card base be a color? Yep, Melanie, it sure should. Your card base is right here. It says coordinating cardstock. It's 11 by 4 1/4 and scored at 5.5. And it should be a coordinating color. remember you guys, I mentioned I'm using copy paper. This is not really what I'm using for my card. Now, these two pieces are for my actual card, but I didn't want to give too much away in the form of hints. I wanted my card to slightly be a surprise to you. Okay, so when you guys are done with clue number 3, I'm going to be watching for the thumbs ups. I'm going to be watching for the hearts. I promise you, when this is all done, it will come together and look very nice. I wouldn't use paper. I never use paper, Sue, for my cards. I always use cardstock. I guess my suggestion is if you don't want to use a full white mat here, you could cut off part of it, because in essence, the area that gets covered up here is kind of not, you know what I mean? If you really want to be conservative with this, you could cut it at like 2 inches and then save this strip for something else, okay? But I never would use paper. I don't use paper on cards. I always use cardstock, but it's always everybody's personal agenda, what they want to use on their cards. So I hope that answers your question, Sue. Okay, I feel like you guys gave me lots of thumbs up that you got those 2 pieces glued down. So we're gonna go on to clue number 4, okay? Let's see what we have. I'm trying to remember if I can remember what's next. Okay, this is where you guys are either listen to this first before you start going crazy, okay? All right, so there's different things going on here, and it has to do with your sentiments. This is basically a sentiment for the outside of your card. And I've got a couple different options for you guys. And I tried to allude to it earlier. So stamp a sentiment on, this is one option. This is the second option. So before you go crazy, go in on your card. Just see what your options are. And it's all going to depend on your designer paper right here, okay? So you're going to either use this piece of paper, this little scrap paper that was a piece of white or vanilla. You're either going to stamp a sentiment on this piece, and you have hints. Always flip it over if you don't like it. Trim it up, die cut it with a label die. You can add a layer of colored cardstock to it, which wasn't listed, but you could also incorporate like ribbon around it. You could add foliage. Let's say you have flower patterns. You want to add some leaves or some sprigs. Like, this is ultimately going to go on the front of your designer paper. Now, it might go anywhere because it all depends on what your pattern is. Now, the second option is stamping a sentiment directly on your designer paper. Okay, so you guys, this is my focal part of my card, and I could stamp a sentiment right on here because it's so light. You may have picked a very intense and darker designer paper, and stamping a sentiment is not conducive to this piece. So that's where, like me, I am going to show you a card for class that we have on Thursday night, which is a very similar thought that I'm going to do. Like you see right here, I stamped the happy birthday right onto my piece of designer series paper. I did not add a label or a sentiment strip or anything to it because the designer paper was light enough to stamp the sentiment on. Okay, so it's completely up to you. Hi, Jewel Easterling. Completely up to you guys how you want to do your sentiment. Let's say yours is so busy and it's dark. You're going to need to take this and you could stamp it, a sentiment, and then because you have so much going on with this, we don't really have a focal image for the outside of the card. You're going to stamp a sentiment, and you could take a punch and punch it out. You could take a die. There's some pretty dies. You could have it cut out really nice. You could add something like, I don't know if I can take this off without wrecking it too much. Hang on. I'm trying not to wreck something, but I just took this off of a different card. Okay, so this is where you see this cute little bow and then these little spriggy things are here. So once you trim it up or die cut it, you can incorporate something like this around it or on it. You guys, this is your time to be creative, and don't hesitate to add something like this to your card. Okay, that's like a hint type thing. So ultimately, you guys, what I need for you for your goal, your clue number 4, if all you're going to do is stamp a sentiment on here, stamp it on, you could say you're done. Okay, if you are going to stamp your sentiment on here, I need you to get it die cut. I need you to leave it as a square. You could take your scissors. You could take your scissors, trim it up, banner the ends, however you want to do it. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is get a sentiment on the outside of our card. And then whenever you're done with this, you could put a mat behind it. You could leave it white or vanilla. Ultimately, you could put it at the top. You could put it in the middle. You could put it at the bottom, right? I mean, I think that what you guys are going to end up with seeing is that this will get put onto our card, something like this. And getting your sentiment on there is where what we're doing with clue number 4. So I have been seeing a few thumbs ups and the hearts coming through. So I'm going to ask for it now before I get going, because I want to just make sure we're all together at that point. Are you guys ready to do the clue number 5? Like, give me lots of hearts and likes. If the majority are ready, we'll go ahead. And just know, hi, Gail. Hi, Karen Carstay. If you guys don't finish this part of it, this could always come back and do this at any point. Nothing is really stopping you from finishing or like moving forward. Okay. Happy spring to you too. Okay. It looks like you guys got that. So like Kelly and I, we talked it over. We were a little bit worried about, well, we aren't actually going to be using that little white piece of paper because we're going to stamp our sentiment right on the designer paper. But we don't know what you guys are using. So we got to make sure you know that you have options. Okay. So it looks like you guys are ready to rock and roll hoochie coo. All right. Clue number 5 is where we're going to head on to next. Okay. So you guys have this done, right? So let's pretend it's stamped on mine. And it says here, you're going to adhere the 3" by 4.5" pattern paper, this one right here, the prominent design, to the mat that is 3¼ by 4¾ Boom! Look at that, you guys. It's coming together. Okay, Susan Reed. I love it. You went like that. All right. So this designer paper can get glued on. Uh-oh, you guys. I'm going to continue recording because I just realized something happened. Hang on, you guys. Something happened. I'm telling you right now to the recording. I'm going to keep going because I am halfway through it and publish it. So hang on, you guys. I'm going to publish it as soon as I'm done. I have no idea what happened. It's done. So hang tight. Hang tight. I'm going to say hang tight, you guys, and catch the replay as soon as it's done, okay? Oops, I spelled that wrong. Okay, I'm not quite sure exactly what is going on, but I did notice. Okay, you guys, it is frozen, so when you're going to catch the replay, we're going to keep going because there's really not much left to it. So I hope that you guys saw that I posted that. I just got a note that said there was a broadcasting error, which I have no idea what that means when I have a broadcasting error. So I apologize. I don't know what happened to that, but I do know that I'm still continuing to record. So all in all, this is going to still be a full complete video that you guys can come in and catch the whole thing. And hopefully you guys saw my comments that, I mean, I can't go in and change it right now. I hope you guys saw my comments. Hang tight and catch the replays. I mean, yeah, it's going to be frozen for you guys, but I know that it's continuing. So I'm not going to keep jibber jabbering about it. I'm going to keep going with it. And I'm not, it'll be good, you guys. It's still going to turn out good. So we are adhering okay, so here we go. We're gonna adhere this 3" by 4.5 to the pattern paper. And now we're just gonna put this on our card front, you guys. So it's gonna go like, so this was glued on here. And then what we're gonna do, you can pop it up with dimensionals or you could glue it flat. But what you wanna do is hopefully you got your white piece in there really nicely centered. And then what's gonna happen is this will nestle right in line with the white here. Okay, so you'll have that white margin that should be about the same all the way around. So, you know, Sue was asking earlier about the white cardstock. So in essence, you didn't need the white that was behind there. You could have cut it just a little smaller. So, all right, so you guys, the card is coming together. And what you have now is almost the front being done. So somehow, if you like to use ribbon, try to incorporate ribbon in here. I don't know where the best thing would be. Like if you do the lamb technique by putting a little ribbon along this side, that might be super cool. If you did have this label down here with a sentiment on it, you might be able to add like ribbon and a bow on it, something on it. Figure out how you can get ribbon on there. That's what I encourage you guys to do. So I'm going to move on to clue number 6 because as soon as I'm live, you guys will be able to catch up with me. So we got clue number 6. Okay, because we're already on the inside, you guys. Okay, so you're going to stamp a sentiment and coordinating imagery on this 5 by 3 3/4. So 5 by 3 3/4. Always remember, you can flip it over and restamp it if you don't like it, okay? So you're probably wondering about this little strip. So if we look at this card right here that I have for class on Thursday night, there's a strip of designer paper which was left over from the back side of this piece here, and it got used here. And that's what happens, you guys. You end up with 1/2" strips of stuff. And so before you stamp a sentiment and coordinating imagery, figure out which side you want to put your little strip of accenting designer paper, right? Do you want it on your left? Because then you could put your focal image down here. And if you want to put your strip on this side, you could put a focal image here and then a stamp set. I'm just reading Laura's comment. I think it was to fold your cardstock in half on the score line. So yes, Laura, that's probably the answer. All right. So you guys are still commenting that it's frozen. I still see that because right now the sands of time are just spinning and spinning and spinning. So you guys are just seeing the spinning because I'm still going here. So yes, Sharon, I saw that you're going to catch the replay. Yes. So in this one, you guys, you're going to stamp your sentiment and coordinating imagery. Okay. And then we're going to go to clue number 7. You guys, this was probably like one of the easiest mystery cards ever. And we have the technology. All right. So now we have adhere a 1/2" by 5" to the pattern paper 2. Oh, that was supposed to, oh yeah, that's your pattern paper 2 onto the white vanilla mat, either to the left or to the right. And then you're going to further adhere that to our next cardstock mat. So look at this, you guys. So that can either be, Robin said we overwhelmed her internet. That's funny. Okay, so here's this or that. So that's all glued together now. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy so far, you guys. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to go live and talk to you guys. All right, we have clue number 8 next. I want to keep this video going so I don't have to start it over. All right, so this is a really easy clue too, you guys. So now you're going to adhere this whole conglomerate of mats into the inside of your card. So that is going to go right in here like that. And that's that. Okay, so get that glued on the inside. And remember, you know, this guy could go here, it could go here. It's your accenting designer paper, so that matches the one here. Okay, so that was pretty simple. And then my favorite clue is number 9. It's not always number 9, but my favorite clue is always to embellish and stella to your heart's content. So figuring out on here where you can add some embellishments, stellaing, you know, if you have nowhere to stella, but just remember you can always do this edge of the mat here and get that full of glitter. So embellishing and Stella-ing to your heart's content. And you guys, when it's all done, it's going to be so pretty. I know that because, I'll be honest with you. Not everybody likes to cut up designer series paper. And it's hard. It's like we're cutting part of us up, I think. And you can't think that way. You have to put that pretty designer paper onto a card and get it out there. And so that's what's so cool about like this New Horizons paper. It's so pretty. So make sure you Stella embellish to your heart's content. And that's basically it, you guys, for clue number 9. That was it. So I'm going to flip down really quick, you guys, here. It's time to share. So post a photo of your creation in the comments for a chance to win a prize. And what does that mean? That means what you need to do is you go into my events and you go to the mystery card night. And in the event, so it says it's happening now, in this event, under the discussion section right here, so under discussion, in about 20 minutes, you're going to see a post that says share your creation here. And you click on it and like you'd click on comments and then you add a comment, okay? So that is how you would share. And what we ask is that you always post your picture in the comments of that post, not anywhere else, because Kelly will go in late Wednesday night before she goes to bed and she's going to pull up all of the names of all the people who submitted a card. And you guys can submit multiple cards, but she's going to pull your name once. We always love to see the creations, and that's what's fun about being inspired and being creative is sharing your creations. That's part of it. And so for every 20 people that share a card, I will do a drawing on Thursday night at the end of class. And what's going on Thursday is we're going to be doing the New Horizons card class, which is these 3 cards. We're going to make these live on Thursday night. And so after that class is done, that's where I will go ahead and do the drawing for the mystery card night. So you guys have till Kelly goes to bed on Wednesday, which is usually about 10, 11, or 12 o'clock Central, okay? And sometimes she forgets and she'll do it Thursday morning, and then you get a little grace, a little extra hall pass there. So I hope that all makes some sense. And let's see who tried calling. Oh, Katie did. Okay. I hope that all makes a little bit of sense. You guys, we were almost pretty much through. Really all we had to do was finish our insides and kind of adhere that to the card. I am so excited to see what you guys create, and make, for your card. It's going to be super cool. I know it will be. So, thank you again for catching the rest of this video by watching the replay. What I have to do now is I have to get it off of my tablet and then upload it into Facebook. And so I'm going to try to do that right away, you guys. And then I'm going to try to figure out why that gave me a technology error. So, all right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. Always reach out if you need anything. I'm here to help you. Love you guys. Bye.